feel that people at your workplace are not behaving or not being the way you want and therefore it's difficult to accept them. आपके काम पे असर होता है और कुछ चीज़ें हैं जो आप नहीं एक्सेप्ट कर सकते हो, ये नहीं चलेगा मतलब नहीं चलेगा। वो आपका कॉलीग हो सकता है, आपका सबऑर्डिनेट हो सकता है, बॉस हो सकते हैं, टीम मेंबर हो सकते हैं, कोई भी। पर उसका इम्पैक्ट क्या होता है जब आप कॉन्स्टेंटली ये चाहते हो कि सामने वाला एक्स तरीके से बिहेव करे या वाई तरीके से बिहेव करे या चीज़ों को इस तरह से करे और ऐसे नहीं करने से प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, या what is the overall impact? We will talk about that, but अगर ये आप हो, relate कर पा रहे हो, then watch this video right until the end. Hi, I'm Aastha Tatia, daughter of two rock-solid pillars, mother to a lovely daughter, wife of a humor king, an engineer, MBA, corporate executive turned anchor person, now an author and a happiness coach, helping corporate leaders build deep connections and meaningful relationships in their organizations. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're able to relate with this video. So, दो लोगों से मेरी recently बात हो रही थी. One was a leader who had some challenge with his team member, and his team member was not working the way he desired. You know, he had this whole image created of an ideal team member, a subordinate, but this person was doing things his way, and he had lot of trouble accepting it, and therefore all his energy, his focus went into rectifying, or rather I would say changing this gentleman. He would bring up anything and the first thing would be नहीं ये ऐसे क्यों किया है, या ये इस तरह से क्यों किया है, या इतने वक्त में क्यों किया, या इस फॉर्मेट में क्यों किया है. You know, very daily basic routine thing, but that was his concern. The other leader, he had a challenge with his colleague. Yeah. मेरा colleague, so they were part of the same team, but मेरे colleague का बात करने का तरीका या काम करने का तरीका ऐसा है और ये मैं नहीं accept कर सकता. This kind of irks me, this irritates me, and I think you know, when what I bring to the table, he somewhere puts a barrier to it. कोई चीज़ हम इस लेवल पे करना चाहते हैं, पर जैसे ही वो अपने तरीके से करता है या अपना कुछ इनपुट लाता है, it just spoils the whole thing, you know. So now what happens in both these scenarios, both these leaders, they are trying to you know, change the other person. They are wanting to have the other person behave and act in a certain way, which is in sync with who they are, or rather, you know, what is comfortable to them. And therefore, they are not able to accept the other person for who they are. The other person is a human being, has his own conditioning, has his own upbringing. वो अलग है, आपसे अलग है. पर हम अक्सर किस मोड में आ जाते हैं एज अ लीडर, हम ये सोचते हैं कि क्या हमारा क्लोन आ सकता है, जिस तरह से मैं काम कर रही हूँ वैसे ही सामने वाला काम करे, वही लैंग्वेज समझे, उसी तरह से कम्युनिकेट करे, उसी स्पीड में करे, उसी इफेक्टिवनेस के साथ करे, उसी एफिशिएंसी से करे, एंड वी एंड अप स्पॉइलिंग द होल थिंग. While we think the other person is not doing and therefore there is a challenge, but what we don't realize, it's just our lack of acceptance for the other person which is causing the pain and the challenge. अब इसको थोड़ा सा अगर चेंज किया जाए, which means आप सिर्फ सामने वाले को वहाँ उस नज़र से देखो कि ये भी एक इंसान है, ये अपने तरीके से कर रहा है, अपने एक्सपीरियंस से कर रहा है. Can I just consider what he is doing and let him do the way he is doing? And at the same time, if I feel कि कोई चीज़ नहीं वर्क कर रही या trouble cause कर रही है, it's impacting the journey and the end result, then maybe can I have a conversation around it. But without the agenda to change who he is or change the way he is working, I mean, that would be a threat for the other person. You're challenging his whole, you know, his whole action, his whole behavior, everything. Yeah. So just understanding that he's a different person, coming from a different background, has different habits, different learned behaviors, And some things about you also may not be acceptable to them. But it's all about coexisting in the organization. And as you coexist, you co-create towards that goal, right? And if that's the context that we bear in mind, then it becomes easier to accept the other person. And when you accept, that is when you can bring that co-creation. Otherwise, आपकी पूरी एनर्जी किस में जा रही है? ये नहीं हो रहा है, ऐसे नहीं हो रहा, मेरे तरीके से नहीं हो रहा. Your energy goes into it, you're drained out. तो क्रिएशन कहाँ से होगा? Yeah, and I'm sure अगर आप अपने आप को इस जगह पा रहे हो, देख रहे हो कि you're busy not accepting people and trying to change them and trying to modify their behaviors, then it has a certain impact. It doesn't make you feel very, very powerful. It has a certain impact on you as well. दूसरों पर तो हो ही रहा है. So what can you consider doing differently now? Do let me know, because if this really makes sense, if you're able to get what I'm saying, don't take it for what I'm saying, पर ये देखिए कि आपकी लाइफ में इसका क्या इम्पैक्ट है. And not just your workplace. If you see in your personal space also, everywhere where you're trying to change the other person and you're not accepting them for who they are, it's a pain for you. वो बदले ना बदले is a separate matter, but it's a pain for you, and that you're carrying everywhere. Yeah. So let me know what you think about it and what are you going to do differently now. Also hit the like button if you're able to relate with this video. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.